Is it you?
Welcome back to Game Devs Play Games, where you can watch games or practice game design. We're back with Ōkami.
That answers
we
my
just
question.
fought Nagi.
We did, and we went into a house. Welcome back to this house.
Everyone thinks we're a bad guy.
Yeah, clearly.
Because we secretly have been this entire game.
What you cooking? Is this the right house?
The sacrificial robes.
Wait, is this the right house? I don't think this is the right house.
Yeah, she's the sake lady.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Jeez, Eddie, it's like you don't remember anything from the plot of this game.
I'm sorry, I forgot about it.
I don't know where it is, though. It might not even be inside here.
Maybe that's her shop, and it's not her house.
Yeah, it would be the one with the arrow at the top, probably.
Yep.
Oh, I mean, there she is in the rice paddy.
Oh. Uh-oh. Hold on a sec. Look at that, Amy. That's not me.
Wow.
She's bathing in the lake. And look, the white sacrificial robe is there for the taking. Hey, what's with the glowing barrel of sake? You think it could be that 8 purification sake?
It's almost like the legend foretold.
Keep it down, Furball. Nami must be purifying herself before putting on the robe. Pretty noble of her, considering Orochi's going to gobble her up. Wow, I can't talk. I bet it's her devotion that made the legendary 8 purification sake. If I could just get an up-close view of her like this, I'd Anyway, this is our big chance, Amy.
You do nothing because you're just a creep.
Yep. Let's snag her white sacrificial robe while she's busy bathing. You ready?
I'm not surprised this is a thing. You gotta sneak.
Oh, what?
Fool. Sneak.
Help, someone help. Geronimo's prowling about the village again.
Try to spot me.
What the heck was that, you numbskull? You gotta be more careful. You gotta walk up slowly and silently, then once you're close enough...
So you gotta do the slow walk. Yeah.
That's so cute if you could crouch and crawl on the ground like a dog.
Bite.
Not bark.
Borf. Ah, shit. The one time you mess it up. Just get out of there, man.
What?
And suddenly we get an episode of stealth.
No, I thought the boulder would block, like, you know.
I assume Isun will say something once we're in a safe range.
Yeah. I decided to just run because I thought the boulder would protect me. I didn't think that a lady bathing in a lake over there could hear the small pats of a dog's feet.
Hey, I was right.
Way to go, Amy. The white sacrificial robe is ours. Now, let's go get that Nagi into this thing. Also, Isum was less creepy than I thought it was going to be honest. I thought there was going to be more.
Yeah.
Still creepy.
Still definitely a creep.
Yeah,
but
still a creep.
I guess they could have pushed that way too far instead of just too far.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if that says much, but...
Yeah, I guess. Okay, we got the robe. Now, all we gotta do is get Pops here into it.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, boy. Sorry. Doesn't he look pretty? Now Nagi can... That's a robe?
Well, it's small on him, I think is the idea.
Oh, okay. Now Nagi can pretend to be the maiden sent to be sacrificed. Oh yeah, this should be just like the legend said. Right, Amy? Not bad if I say so myself. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's take him over to the moon cave before he wakes up. After all, he's already dressed up for his date with Destiny.
Yep,
definitely didn't wake up.
Alrighty. He's gonna wake up and be like, "Oh, fuck. That's an Orochi."
Wait, okay, which way?
Not that way. That way. There you go.
This way.
There we go.
Out this way. Yep.
So I learned that Orochi is apparently a very common, like, archetypal villain in Japanese folklore.
Yeah.
Because there was Orochi Maru, which was, I think, like, I could be very wrong, but it was some kind of nefarious, notorious person who might have been a ninja. I don't remember.
Go back to episode 23, everyone, and you'll find me talking about Orochimaru.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
You had no idea who I was talking about. Though.
No,
That's funny.
I learned this recently.
I got you. So this is Shinshu Field 100 years ago. Hey, you've given a piggyback ride to the moon cave before, but it was that babe cushy last time. The view, not to mention smell, was a whole lot better then. I'm not sure I'm liking this whole going back to the past business.
Yeah, well,
Should we bloom wall?
sucks to suck. Well, I don't think we can.
Yeah. Bloom wall trees, fabric of time breaks.
Things like deteriorate. Whoa. What?
Okay. I love it.
It's a demon bard.
I love it.
This
New
is definitely
D&D
one of
character.
the weirdest.
There's a lot. There are
Holy
so
shit.
many freaking things.
These guys feel a lot more like they could have come straight off the Yamato. Like, they look pretty alien compared to the demons we've seen.
Yeah.
This is kind of cool, though. I really like this.
Yeah.
I mean, all right. I guess they're not too bad.
I don't know if I was getting hit though while all that was happening.
I think you were, but maybe not. But I don't know. I wasn't. It wasn't super obvious.
Yeah.
So, what do you think they're actually doing with the character design of these enemies? Because like, it seems very intentional that they're not as demony.
Yeah.
They definitely seem more intimidating in its own way because they're kind of spooky.
Yeah, they are. I love them though. Sorry, your question was what do you think they're trying to do with these?
Yeah, with just the aesthetic of them. Oops.
Do you think they're not demony?
I think they look more alien than demon. I mean, considering that most of the other demons looked like Tengu and ogres and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey, you got good on the time and damage.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like those guys are I feel like they're pretty demony with their just like their pointy.
They just don't look like
Limbs.
Japanese demons.
You don't think? Okay.
I don't think so.
I think they fit a description of being a demon pretty well. In my
Whoa. You're not allowed to go there. That's basically what that means.
We forgot to complete this.
Well, I think it's like a limited
Just
area
kidding.
because you're in the past.
No, yeah.
They don't really
No,
try to
that's fine.
justify it, but you know.
These are okay. I think these guys are pretty demony. I don't, you know.
What about them reads as demony to you? Though?
Their markings and like their pointy limbs, they're like limbs that end in just points, and they're just kind of like darkness.
But then, how does that read as Japanese demon?
Maybe.
Because Japanese demons were generally red skinned.
Oh.
And they had like long pointed noses and often like claws and limbs in kind of unsettling ways.
Okay.
Well,
you know more about them than whoa. Yes, please. I will do that all day.
Whoa, that was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. Oh darn.
You did get that demon effect though.
Oh, well. What are you gonna do? Maybe I guess not Japanese demon because I guess I don't know fully exactly what they are.
And they certainly seem demon-y, just not Japanese demon. That's why I think they look kind of like an alien-esque demon.
Okay.
It's like kind of this shadowy technology-looking thing. Like it looks arcane in a like whoa weird like outer space kind of arcane way, you know?
Okay.
I mean, maybe that's just me. But that's why I think they seem more intimidating to me than the other enemies.
Oh, I think they're a little bit more intimidating. Yeah.
Just because like there's this weird unknown quality to them where you're like, I don't quite understand what's going on here. Not like I understood with the like more Tengu kind of designs, you know?
Okay.
I guess what I'm saying is the complete change in aesthetic means that it's a significant change in the enemy.
Okay.
Whereas if it were more familiar, then it would kind of be lather, rinse, repeat from what we've already been experiencing. Not that they're not tremendously difficult either, right? Like you're beating these guys no problem.
Yeah.
So I guess really what it is they're trying to tell some bit of narrative out of this.
Yeah.
And they're even mimicking a lot of the behaviors of the enemies earlier, too. I mean, we get the guy flying around. We have them kind of hopping around like some of the Tengu ones were hopping kind of like they were apes, you know?
Yeah.
So they're definitely mimicking those same behaviors. So maybe it is just sort of a narrative thing with them.
Yeah, probably. There's a type of demon that they look like to me, but I can't remember what it is. I can't. I do love the look of them, and that's all I know.
I do like their look too. I think it is pretty cool.
Oh,
Boys.
gosh. 30 experience.
Our Wii is like vibrating right now.
Oh,
I should
boy.
probably look at that in between episodes.
Yeah. I know I fought these guys a lot here. I'm actually not trying to avoid these. I just feel like fighting these guys because
Yeah, see, like this is the same guy that burrows.
yeah.
So they are the same things, just like a tougher version of them.
Maybe
So
the past is so consumed by Orochi that the demons are in their pure demon form. And in our time, the demons take on a bit more like representative of the universe.
I mean, that's kind of what I was getting at. Like, I almost wonder if this bit of narrative is like this is them fresher to their original look.
Yeah.
And as they
It
existed,
has to be. Look at that. It's the same. And
Yeah.
He's doing the same attacks. I think that's
and
what
as
this
they
is.
existed in Nippon, they like took on more shapes familiar to like.
Yeah, and the longer Orochi had influence, the more they became became like their surroundings.
Yeah,
Or
something like that.
Like became a part of their surroundings and became like something that looks natural in it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it could be like, you know, them consuming the land turns them more into something that
Yeah.
fits into the land.
Yes.
It's interesting. I like that as a choice.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot of like latent narrative that just kind of is there. It doesn't have to be explicitly stated.
Yeah.
And they might too. I don't totally remember the ending of this game. Get him!
Do it. Do the thing.
Gotta boop him while he's up. Oh, or do the bomb. Oh,
That
worked.
was the worst bomb I've ever done.
And yet it was so exactly where it needed to be, except he burrowed away after that, so it didn't really work out. Nice. Good joking skills, Eddie.
Thanks, dude. Shoot. I was hoping this guy was going to be easy. How do I do this one?
I don't remember how you stun him. I mean, yeah, it might be just use a bomb, except you gotta get the bomb close to him. There you go. Yeah, because now he's out of the ground, and now you can chop him up to itty bitty bits. He's gonna run around and do all like, I'm an ape.
I'm an ape. Doot, 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 doot. I'm an ape.
As you
man.
run right in.
Oh, fuck.
Eddie,
What?
you gotta not be in his line of attack.
What's wrong?
Bang! I like that.
I actually didn't know that if I push the bomb into an enemy, it explodes right away.
Yeah,
Never knew
that's something that we talked about way earlier on, was that bombs explode immediately when they hit the target that they can interact with.
Only I remembered that.
Yeah, well, I forgot that you brought up Orochi Maru, so...
It's fine. Yeah.
I probably was like, oh, that's really interesting, and didn't ask many more questions about it.
That's okay. That's okay. This is the right place, right? The moon cave?
Yeah, no, you're
this
good,
is
man.
right, yeah.
If this was the wrong place, they wouldn't let us run here.
This true. How are we doing?
We got a minute.
Got a minute!
This has been the episode of Eddie Fights Weird Demons.
Yeah, but they're very interesting.
Ooh. That's the moon cave, all right.
There is just like a whole lot like behind them existing like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. We're rotating save spots, by the way,
Yeah.
because our capture's been
weird.
finicky. For anyone, shout out to anyone that's been watching your Super Mario RPG playthrough, which by the time this episode releases, maybe we're... Oh no, that's right, because we took a break from Super Mario RPG. So maybe it'll be back up at this point, depending on how long Doki Doki Literature Club is. Shout out to anyone watching Doki Doki Literature Club.
How's that going?
Oh man, it's so good. It's so good.
Tony freaked out.
I think it's gonna be...
Oh my
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, should I pause? Should I pause it and we'll just do this next time?
You could just fight.
Okay, let's fight. Because this dude is funky.
I think Doki Doki is going to be one of the games that I'll recall as one of my favorites for the show. Mostly because, and not that it's particularly well designed. I think it's very well written.
Okay.
But as a visual novel, it doesn't have very complex design. I mean, to an extent. There's some other things going on
There's
there.
some other things going on. I don't think you know everything about it though.
We just hit the main twist, or the first like true twist.
Gotcha. There's a whole lot. There's a whole lot behind the scenes that's going to go on.
Yeah, exactly. So there's going to be a lot that we'll be exploring,
Yes.
and I think that's really fascinating. I've already had Henry give me some instruction on things I should look for.
Ah, good. He probably knows what's up.
Yeah. So,
Oh, my bad. I should be deflecting. Oh my god.
but the writing to me for that game is almost satirical. It's like it knows exactly what its genre does. And so it over exaggerates it to the point where I think it's hilarious. If I didn't know that there's a twist, I probably wouldn't take the game seriously. I'd be like, oh my God, can you believe this?
Yeah.
Whereas knowing that there's a twist, I'm like, it's hilarious because it's so good at being on point with making fun of its own genre.
Right.
I say making fun of in terms of like using its own tropes to better break down later.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely knows exactly what it is, and it's definitely very satirical.
I think it's fantastic.
It's so good.
These guys are crazy.
Yeah, and they're very strong. They're very hard to fight.
Are you invincible right now?
I am currently invincible.
Oh, okay.
Also, this is a really cool attack that they do because I can stop it right there. And then, bloop.
Yeah, it's too bad that you can't fling them back at them.
Yeah,
but
I also I don't know what their deal is. I don't know exactly where their weakness is.
they may not have one. I don't know. I really don't know. You could try like using wind. You could try slowing down time. I mean, they teleport, so maybe like... I mean, they seem like they're made out of metal too, so bombs might not be a bad idea, but I have no idea.
It didn't really do too much when I did the bomb at the very beginning. Yeah, I did it like right away.
Slashes don't seem to be super effective either.
No. And all the swords do is just fall to the ground after you deflect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! That was interesting.
They're cool though.
They are.
I think having you fight two of them definitely like...
Oh,
it makes this fight a lot more interesting than it would have been.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been fun with just one, but... Yeah. I'm into it.
Not yet, not yet, not yet. There it is.
Oh, I see. Turns out it didn't matter anyway.
Didn't even matter.
That guy has his head off. Ooh.
Oops.
Oh, their heads actually just hover there.
Yeah.
Even more alien seeming.
These look like the little dudes that hold the orbs in Wind Waker on the little islands for the.
They kind of do look like that, just like big versions of them.
Yeah. My goodness, this is tough. I don't know their weakness. Hold on.
Gotta remember your techniques.
Oopsies.
Oh, you're gonna switch weapons. I mean, that makes sense.
Let's keep this shit. Nope, does less.
Really?
Or the same amount.
I think it... yeah, I don't know.
The same amount, yeah.
I mean, at a certain point, they all just sort of boil down to the same amount of damage, I think. It's just a matter of how you deliver that damage.
Right.
I could
Ouch.
be wrong.
Oh,
You should heal, you should heal, you should heal, you should heal. Oh my goodness. It's a really good thing you saved.
Yeah. Okay, make this vengeance limp count.
Are you invincible again?
Yeah, I'm invincible against the last one. It's the last one I have.
I feel like you're gonna need these again.
These guys, I don't know if there's, but okay, if the main boss, I mean, when the main boss comes, they definitely have ways they definitely have like ways to counter them and weak spots, like a main boss would.
That's true.
I can't tell what these guys have for that, you know?
You didn't try wind. All I'm saying is...
I don't know if it would.
All right, well, we'll call this episode here.
Yes.
Question of the day, what do you think they're trying to do with the change of aesthetic of these enemies? And I mean, obviously there were some design changes too, but they do exhibit the same behaviors as enemies we fought previously. So that's why I'm calling out the aesthetic, or the art of them specifically.
And you guys have seen plenty of the enemies, and you know what like most of the ones out in the field look like in our current time, and as opposed to what they look like in this past.
They look more like Tengu.
I think you can
and
probably
Ogre.
go back to some episode way earlier and see what we fought when we went to the Moon Cave for the first
You're just
time.
trying to get people to watch, get more views in the earlier episodes.
Well, I just wanted. I mean, yep. I just want to see like if people will go back and see what it looked like,
Yeah,
because I might do that too. So
do it.
anyway, thanks for watching.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.